Hey, happy day. I'm competing this morning with the birds again. They make so much noise, they're everywhere. I gotta talk over top of a bird. Hey, a couple of more days, I'm going back to the real world, so there won't be any birds singing over my shoulder. I got the sun shining. It's about 6:15 in the morning in California, Southern California. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Birds, hey, liberals, they say crazy things. Y'all should write it down. Write down some of the stupidest things you've ever heard from a liberal and give it a thought about maybe giving some liberal a whack alongside of the head that you move them so far back that even Google won't be able to find them ever again, because dumb is forever. How do we fix these people? I'm kidding, don't be smacking anybody, but it's a vision, right? It's a vision. You bring it up and you say, how do we fix things? Maybe that's it. Hey, I don't think so. We'll keep talking. We'll make them better somehow. The Cancer Society's keeping up. Gonna go fast here this morning, keeping ahead of the birds. The cancer societies in North America, around the world, they raise trillions of dollars. Trillions. Where's the money? What happened to the money? They haven't found a cure. I mean, kind of things are the same, kind of. Where's all the cash and how much cash is there? Just kind of sharing that with you. Hey, a young couple invited their pastor for Sunday dinner. They're in the kitchen preparing the meal. The minister, he asked the young boy, he said, what are we having for supper? Do you know? And the young boy looked at the preacher and he said, goat. Goat? Really? Are you sure? Yes, he says, I heard my dad say to my mom, today is just as good as any day to have the old goat for dinner. Okay, now, San Francisco. Back to that liberal thing, a Google thing. I hope you never find them, because they're crazy. In San Francisco now, I don't think there's any slavery in San Francisco, but they're saying we're going to get $5 million per person, per black person, for reparations, because we're sorry. We feel so bad. Us white folk and other taxpayers are going to, this was 100 and some odd years ago, right? 150, 160. We're going to give you each $5 million. Oh boy, there'd be a lot of people putting on black faces down there. That's craziness. Now, in the U.S. today, there's a coup going on there, right? I guess nobody told me, nobody seems to know about it, but what happened at the United States border? Where did it go? Who erased it? Why and how did 5 million people get across the country illegally this past year? How did that happen? Did Congress secretly repeal the immigration laws? Did Joe Biden issue an executive order allowing this to happen? Since when did money not have to be paid back? That's in addition to the border crossing. Who does that? I mean, how do you get prosperity in a country when you're giving other people's money away? I borrowed money so I could go to school and get an education. Now you're telling me I don't have to pay it back. What about those who did pay it back? This Biden, he's just totally out of control. And what about all this natural gas and petroleum? All this, it's now clean burning. All of a sudden, some genius has said that's no good anymore either. And now you can swarm people's houses, you can swarm places of business, and you can rob and you can steal. There's no penalty up to certain amounts, particularly again in California. How did that happen? I don't know. How does it unhappen? We'll work it on that. We'll keep working on that. Now here, I have this for you from the Stupid Thief file. Okay, and here's a guy. It's a routine traffic stop, and a fellow was driving, and he was using a cell phone as he was driving. So the police went up and said, "You're not supposed to be doing that." And on the council beside the guy was a loaded handgun, and then he looked in the back seat, and it was full of drugs, and in the trunk, more drugs, and break and enter tools were there also. So this guy had a warrant out for his arrest. He had numerous past criminal charges, and he was released the same day, pending further investigation. Stupid thief file, okay, because you've got all this stuff against you. There's a warrant out for your arrest as well. And this is in Kelowna, British Columbia, of all places. And so you're all driving. And oh, by the way, he was speeding also. So you're speeding, you're on the phone, no seatbelt. I mean, I don't think there's anything this guy missed. And then he's let out the same day, and he's got such a history, such a background. and the police, who's dumb here? Stupid thief file, stupid politician file. It's craziness. And you take this across the country, but liberals, Google can't find them. Hey, y'all come back.